next artist, Fred Jordan.
Come build me a boat, that o'er this ocean wide I may float, and every ship that I chance to meet, I will enquire for my William sweet. I had not sailed more than half an hour before I met with a man of war. Oh, Captain, Captain, come tell me true, is my boy William on board with you? What colour suit did your William wear? What was the colour of your true love's hair? Oh, he had a suit of the royal blue, and you would know him, for his heart is true. Then your boy William, I'm sad to say, that he was drowned the other day. On yonder island that we passed by, 'twas there we laid to rest your sailor boy. She wrung her hands and she tore her hair. She was a young lady in deep despair. Oh, feather, feather, how can I go on? How can I live now my William's gone? I'll sit me down and I'll write me a song. I'll write it neat and I'll write it long. And in every word I will shed a tear, and in every line I'll set my William dear. I wish, but it's all in vain. I wish I was a young maid again, but a maid again I shall never be, till apples grow on an orange tree. A maid, I shall never be, till apples grow on an orange tree. And I loved her so well, and I hated each body that thought of her ill. And now she's rewarded me well for my will. She's gone and got wed to another. I watch my true love to the church go, gold rings on her fingers, gloves in her hand. Gold rings on her fingers, it should have been mine. She was gone to be wed to another. I watch my true love to the church go, with her bridesmaids behind her. She made a fine show. And I walked behind with my heart full of woe. She was gone to be wed to another. I watch my true love sit down to dine. I sat down beside her and I poured out the wine. And I drank the health of the lass that was mine. And now it got wed to another. The many in the forest all ask it of me, how many strawberries grow in the salt sea. and I answer them all with a tear in my eye. How many ships sail in the forest? Oh, dig me my grave, and dig it so deep, and cover it over with flowers so sweet. And I'll take myself down, and I'll have a long sleep, and I hope that someday I'll forget all. They dug him his grave, and they dug it so deep, and they covered it over with lilies so sweet. And he took himself down, and he's had a long sleep, and I hope that someday he'll forget her. As I walked out one fine summer's morning for to view the countryside and take the air, as I walked down by the banks of the sweet primroses, I met a maiden beautiful and fair. 3 short steps I took up to her, not knowing me, she passed me by. I drew up to her, thinking to view her. She appeared to be like a virtuous bride. I said, fair maid, where are you walking? What is the occasion of all your grief? For I'll make you as happy as any lady, if you would only grant me small relief. Stand up, for you are deceitful. O false deceitful man, to me it's plain. It's you that's caused my poor heart to wander. So give me comfort, it is all in vain. I'll go down to some lonesome valley, where no man on earth shall ever me find, where all the birds have changed their voices, and at every moment boisterous blows the wind. So all young maidens that go a-courting, pray give attention to what I say, for many a dark and dreary morning turns out to be a bright and sunny day.
Granny's armchair. Use Granny's armchair.
You join in if I sing?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Go. What do you want to Old Armchair? No, my grandmother, she, at the age of 83, one day was taken ill and died. Oh, and after she was dead, of course the will was read by a lawyer who was seated by my side. So my brother 'twas found, her left £100 to my sister, likewise by I declare. But when it came to me, the lawyer said, I see that there's left to you the old armchair. How they tittered, how they chaffed, how my brothers and my sisters laughed, when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny's only left you the old armchair. Oh, I said it was an affair But then I didn't care, and in the evening I took the cheer away. Oh, all my neighbours laughed, all my brother chaffed, for he said it'll be useful someday. But when you settles down in life and finds a girl to be your wife, in the winter time, by I declare, on a cold and frosty night, when a fire burns bright, you can sit her in the old armchair. Still they titter, still they chaff, still my brothers and my sisters laughed, when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny's only left you her old armchair. Oh, my brother's dream come true, for in a year or two I settled down in married life. For I first secured at court, and then a ring I bought, and I took her to the church to be my wife. We settled down and she was as happy as could be, and in the winter time, by I declare, oh, I never went to Rome, but I always stayed at home, and I sits her in the old armchair. Still they titter, still they chaff, still my brothers and my sisters laughed, when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny's only left you her old armchair. Oh, when I came home one night, I had an awful fright, for the seat had fallen out upon the floor. And there to my surprise, oh, there before me eyes, was a lot of dough, 1,000 pounds or more. When my brother heard of this, the fellow I confess, he went nearly mad as rage and tore his hair. But I only laughed at him, and I said, don't you wish, Jim, that I'd left to you the old armchair? How they tittered, how they chaffed, how my brothers and my sisters laughed, when they heard the lawyer declare, Granny's only left you her old armchair.
Now what you want?
Well, there's no singing, you cook. I'll sing the white turkey. It's done, it's coming. As I walked out one morning to journey o'er the moss, I had no thoughts of listing till some soldiers did me cross. They asked me to go with them, drink of the flowing bowl. They advance me,
They advance me,
they advance me,
they advance me.
some money, a shilling from the crown. Oh yes, my love is listed, and he wears a white cockade. He is a handsome young man, likewise a roving blade. He is a handsome young man, and he's come to serve the king. Oh my very,
Oh my very,
oh my very,
oh my very,
oh 'tis aching of him. Oh yes, my love is handsome and comely for to see, and by some sad misfortune a soldier now is he. May the man that listed him ne'er thrive, nor prosper night or day, and I wish that,
and I wish that,
and I wish that,
and I wish that,
the old Londoners will sink in the sea. Oh, may he never prosper, oh, may As long as my boy's listed, as long as he's alive, may the very ground he walks upon, the grass refuse to grow, since he's been thee,
Since he's been thee,
since he's been thee,
since he's been thee,
only cause of my sorrow, grief, and woe. Then he pulled out his kerchief, and he wiped her streaming eye. Leave off your lamentation, likewise your mournful sigh. I'll marry you, my lass, he said, when I've been o'er the plain. We'll be married,
we'll be married,
we'll be married,
we'll be married,
in the springtime, when I return again. Oh yes, my love is handsome and comely for to see, and I'll carve his name on every branch of every bush and tree, where the huntsman loudly hollows, the hounds so gaily cry, to remind me,
to remind me,
to remind me,
to remind me,
of my plough boy, until the day I die.
One more. Can I try with another chorus on the yard?
I gotta go and win that.
Must be short of here.
It was pleasant and delightful on a fine summer's morn. All the fields and the meadows, they were covered in corn. A blackbird and thrush sang from every bush and tree, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawning of the day, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious, and the larks they sang melodious at the dawning of the day. For said the sailor to his true love as he walked out that day, I must leave you, my darling, for I'm bound far away. I'm bound for far India, and the loud cannons roar. Fare thee well, my dearest Nancy, for you're the girl that I adore. Fare thee well, my dearest Nancy, fare thee well, my dearest Nancy, fare thee well, my dearest Nancy, you're the girl that I adore. Oh, the ring from off her finger she instantly drew, saying, take it, dear William, and my heart will go too. And as he embraced her, tears from her eyes fell, crying, may I go along with you? Oh no, my love, farewell. for our topsails are hoisted, and the anchors away. Our good ship is ready for to sail with the tide, and if ever I return again, I will make you my bride. And if ever I return again, and if ever I return again, and if ever I return again, I will make you my bride.
Thanks very much to Fred. We'll be hearing more of Fred Jordan later on. Well, now to finish off the evening, our guest artist, Fred Jordan. Now, come along when he sings a chorus song, you know, join in a bit more than you were last time. Because, I mean, half those songs that we had before, I'm sure half the audience knows. And if half the audience knows it to start with, then the whole of it can know it be sing it at the end of the song. Right? Right.
Well, I don't know anybody expects me to sing after a man like that, so. But there are two songs I've been asked to sing, and then I'll come on to sing chorus. A young lady, so charming and fair, was walking out for to take the air. She met a sailor, bright and gay, and so I paid attention. So I paid attention to hear what they did say. Said William, why walk is to lawn? Or the day is done and the night come. She said as tears from her eyes did roll, oh, it is the dark-eyed sailor, it is the dark-eyed sailor as caused me my downfall. Said William, chase him from thy mind, for better sailors than him you'll find. Thy love is young, it will soon grow cold, like a winter's morning, like a winter's morning when snow covers the ground. Oh, yeah, dark eyes and jet black hair, his pleasing tongue did my heart ensnare. Upright he was, no rogue like you, to advise a maiden, to slight the jacket below. 'Tis 7 long years since he left this land, a golden token he took off his hand. He broke the token in half with me, and now the others roll in. Now the others roll in at the bottom of the sea. William then did her the token show, which set the maiden's heart aglow. Welcome, William, for I've land and gold, and a store of silver for my sailor lover, so manly, true, and bold. somebody asked me in the audience tonight would I sing a real English song. So take some bloody doing in here too. Right, John. I'll try. Now there came 3 men out of Kent, my boy, for to plough for wheat and rye, and they made a vow and a solemn vow, John Barleycorn must die. So they ploughed him deep in the furrow, and they sowed right o'er his head, and these 3 men home rejoicing went, for John Barleycorn was dead. But the sun shone warm and the wind blew soft, and it rained in a day or so. John Barleycorn felt the wind and rain, and he soon began to grow. But the rye began to grow swell. The rye grew slow but tall, but John Barleycorn he grew short and quick, and he proved them liars all. So they hired men with sickles to cut him off at the knee, and worst of all, John Barleycorn, they served him barbarously. For they hired men with picks to toss him on to a load, and when they tossed John Barleycorn, they tied him down with cords. Then they hired men with thresholds to beat him high and low. They came smack upon poor Jack's back till the flesh began to flow. Then they put him into the kiln, my boys, thinking to dry his bones. And when he came out, John Barleycorn, they crushed him between 2 stones. Then they put him into the machine tap, thinking to burn his steel. And when he came out, they changed his name, for they called him Corve Dale. So put your wine into glasses, and your cider in pewter cans. But John Barleycorn in the old brown jug, for he's proved the strongest man. To my rifle, Larry, fall little lay, to my rifle, Larry, oh. To my rifle, Larry, fall little lay, to my rifle, Larry, oh.
Good for it. No.
Order now, please.
Know what you want.
Grandfather's club.
No, we had that.
Oh no, we did not.
Oh, no, we didn't. What's the other one?
You join in the chorus then.
Right. Chorus song.
My grandfather's clock was too tall for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by half than the old man himself, yet it weighed not a pennyweight more. It was bought upon the morn of the day that he was born. It was always his treasure and his pride, but he stopped short, never to go again, when the old man died. 90 years without suffering, tick-tock, tick-tock, his life seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock, he stopped short, never to go again, when the old man died. My grandfather said that the servants that he had, not a servant so faithfully found, for it lost him no time, only one favour asked at the end of each week to be found. Though it lost him no time, ne'er a frown was on its face, its hands never hanged by its side, but it stopped short, never to go again, when the old man died. died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. His life seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. He stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. In a wedge in a pendulum, swing to and fro, many hours he had spent as a boy, and in childhood unmannered the old clock seemed to know, and shared all his sorrows and his joys. For it struck 24 when he entered the door with his blooming and beautiful bride. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. His life seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. It stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. My grandfather said that the servant said he'd had not a servant so faithful he'd found, for it lost him no time, only one favour asked at the end of each week to be wound. Though it lost him no time, ne'er a frown was on its face, its hands never hanged by its side. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. His life seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. It stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. It rang an alarm in the dead of the night, an alarm which for years had been done, and we knew even then his soul was pluming for flight, that his hour of departure had come. Yet it still told the time with a dull and muffled chime, when we hastened that night to his bedside. But it stopped short, never to go again when the old man died. 90 years without slumbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. His life seconds numbering, tick-tock, tick-tock. It stopped short, never to go again when the old man died.
Good man.
Now what you want?
Go ahead, your pleasure.
Me?
Your pleasure. Whatever your pleasure.
I'm in Scotland, I'll try and sing as well. That's what
Tell
it's
us about the guy that
I
drowned.
am.
Come on, tell us about the one that drowned.
Oh, well, that's Irish. It's of a young fellow from the North Country, and he came a-loading to me. He promised he'd take me up to the Northland, and there he'd marry me. Come, bring to me your father's gold, your mother's wealth, said he, and the two best horses that stands in the stalls, where there stand 30 and 3. So she brought him out her father's gold, her mother's wealth brought she, and the two best horses that stood in the stalls, where there stood 30 and 3. She mounted on her milk-white steed, him on a dapple grey. Many miles he rode till he reached the sea, so long before it was day. Come, light from off your steed, deliver him now unto me. For 6 pretty fair maids I have drowned here, the 7th one has drowned thee. Come strip me off your fine silken clothes, and all your jewels, said he, for better I sell them for what they are worth, than they rot with you under the sea. Oh stay, you false-hearted man, and turn your head, said she, for not fitting it is that a ruffian like you a naked lady should see. So he turned his head while she undressed, to where the leaves grew green. She caught him by the small of the waist, and she flung him into the sea. He plunged high and he plunged low, and at last the side reached he. Oh, save my life, my pretty fair maid, and my bride you shall be. Lie there, you false-hearted man, lie there instead of me. For if 6 pretty fair maids you have drowned here, the 7th one has drowned thee. She mounted on her milk-white steed, and she led his dapple grey, and fast she rode till she reached her own house, just as it was breaking the day. Now the parrot that was in the window so high looked down as he saw her ride by. Oh, where hast thou been, thou wilful child? Some ruffian has led thee astray. Don't prattle, my pretty Polly. Oh, and tell no tales of me, and thy cage shall be made of the glittering gold, and the door of the best ivory. Why shoutest so loud, my pretty Polly? Oh, so loud and so early, Polly. Oh, the cat has climbed up in the window so high, and I fear that he will have me. Well done, my pretty Polly. Oh, you changed your tale well for me, so thy cage shall be made of the glittering gold, and the door of the best ivory. Thy cage shall be made of the glittering gold, and the door of the best ivory.
Now what you want?
A song about fun. Flowers.
Yeah.
Farmer's toilet.
No 3 men came over the hills, came over the hills together, came over the hills together, for to join in a jovial crew. They ordered the pints of beer and bottles of sherry, to carry them over the hills so merry, to carry them over the hills so merry. When Jones's ale was newly wine, when Jones's ale was new. Now the first to come in was a dyer. He set himself down by the fire. He set himself down by the fire for to join the jovial crew. And he set himself down with a good grace, for the chimney breast was his own place, and there he could drink and die his out just. When Jones's ale was newly boiled, when Jones's ale come in was a tinker, and he was no small beer drinker. And he was no small beer drinker, for to join in the jovial crew. Ask ye any old pots, or pans, or kettles? I mend some of the very best metals, and I'll put all your pots in good fettle. When Jones's ale was newly brewed, when Jones's ale was new. Now the next to come in was a hatter, and no man could be fatter, and no man could be fatter, for to join in the jovial crew. And he placed his hat upon the ground, wished everybody a place in a pound, and then he'd be able to buy drinks all round. When Jones's ale was newly brewed, when Jones's ale was new. Now the next to come in was a mason, and his hammers needed refacing, and his hammers needed refacing, for to join in a jovial crew. And he trod his hammer against the wall, wished all the churches and chapels would fall, and then there'd be plenty of work for all. When Jones's ale was newly brewed, when Jones's ale was new. Now the last to come in was a soldier, with his firelock over his shoulder, and no man could be bolder, for to join in the jovial crew. And the landlad, his daughter, come in, he kissed her between the nose and the chin, and the pints of beer, they came rolling in. When Jones's ale was newly brewed, when Jones's ale was new. And they ordered their pints of beer and bottles of sherry, to carry them over the hills so merry, to carry them over the hills so merry. When Jones's ale